Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Facebook Live, January 4th. Scott, Dylan, Lisa, we're going to get to the forecast in a minute. Want to remind you, of course, that we are live every weekday morning. It stays on your Facebook feed throughout the day. We make it into a podcast. Go to inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute if you would like to listen to it that way or any place you get your podcasts. Plus, we've been really talking a lot about all of the social media platforms that we're on. So find us on YouTube, Instagram, I said Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff.
Wherever you are, we're probably there too.
Yep. All right, forecast-wise, it started yesterday and you guys forecast it, but kind of these light little snowflakes, not even really on Lydia's radar this morning.
Yeah, they're tough to detect. They're tough to find on computer models. They're just lingering flakes. They're not accumulating, or they're pretty, depending on what you think.
Kind of feels like a snow globe a little
Yeah,
bit.
it kind of
like
is snow
that.
globe
A
out
little
there.
bit.
Yeah, so we've had those today and yesterday and the morning of this morning. Probably a few more today. They're really not showing up on radar or anything, but they'll be around, so don't be surprised to see a snowflake. Temperatures middle 20s, the south-southwest wind at 10 to 20. And then tomorrow, better chance of more accumulating snow, especially tomorrow night into Saturday, where a 1 to 4 inch area is possible. I'm thinking more snow will be in northern Minnesota than North Dakota, but we'll see about that. Before maybe a little bit of blowing snow on Saturday with the wind picking up, and then getting much, much, much cooler going into next week.
Do you remember that weekend we worked together here and it was just a little bit of snow, but it was blowing all over? I think you were in that.
I think that was me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We have had
Yeah, the interstate closed. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty. It wasn't much snow.
So we don't know exactly if that's when, but it's going to be the light blow around
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
snow.
Yes.
So
Yep. So.
we're not used to this snow.
No, we are not. We don't hardly have any snow. That's what I talked about this morning, is lack of snow we've had this year. 15 inches below what we normally see this time of year in Fargo. Grand Forks is 7 inches behind. We've gotten the moisture because we got all that rain over Christmas. But we really need snow, especially come springtime. Otherwise, it's going to get really dry really quick, and that's not great.
Yeah, and a lot of times last winter, you were outside of the building at your snow desk, and that desk is nowhere to be found.
Correct.
So
No snow desk. Can't do an ice desk 'cause it's been so warm.
Yeah.
So kind of just stuck with what I have of really not anything.
Well, maybe by the end of the season, you'll
Maybe.
get a snow desk.
We'll
We'll
see.
see what happens. But bitter cold coming for the next week.
Yeah, temperatures single digits. That's not super January cold, but it
Definitely
is.
cold, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
I'm
definitely.
not used to
cold.
it. I'm going to be
Yeah, we're
gross.
It's below average. We've been above average for now 38 days in a row.
Wow.
But we can't keep 40s, 30s, and 40s.
We all know it's eventually
Knew
has to
that
come
wasn't
to a
gonna
crashing
Yeah,
close.
for sure. This is more what we're used to this time
It
of year.
is, it
so.
All right,
is.
thank you,
All right,
Dylan.
Dylan.
We have breaking news on First News this morning. 2 people were taken to the hospital after police say they stole a car and then crashed it in Moorhead. Officers were called out to 4th Avenue South near the Townsite Park in Moorhead on a report of a car driving on the wrong side of the road. When police got to that area, they say the car took off. I know I read the news release. They said the car took off at pretty high speeds in town. Eventually ended up hitting a light pole along Main Avenue near Chumley's. When I saw the picture in the video, we were the only ones to have that, and it was a lot of damage
Oh
to
yeah.
the car. So
The
it looks
whole
like the
front
car.
end pretty much torn up, and yeah, a lot of damage.
So you can check out that story as well on inforum.com. We are working to find out if there will be any charges and how the people, we heard that the 2 people that were taken to the hospital, they were both minors, that they're supposed to recover. So, but we're going to continue tracking that story for you.
Yeah. All right. Also this morning, we're still talking a lot about the whole power outage situation. It's certainly getting better. This morning, linemen are back at work, though, repairing power poles and lines that snapped in the Christmas ice storm. Right now, Cass County Electric says linemen have restored power to most customers in the area, but there are still more than 200 people without power this morning in Barnes County. So they're still working out there, working hard to get everyone's electricity turned back on.
We've been hearing our sump pumps running, especially with all that rain, Dylan
Yes.
was just talking about. So this is timely. Right now, the city of Fargo is reminding people to take caution when letting your sump pump hose run. Now that temperatures are dropping, the city is recommending moving the hose to the middle of the yard, monitoring it so it doesn't freeze. Now that we know those single-digit highs are coming.
That'll freeze it.
And of course, then your pump could overheat. Not a good thing there. Another option, the city is recommending getting a PVC pipe, attach it to your hose so you can extend it out 4 to 6 feet so you don't have that water seeping into your foundation. But just something you really need to be aware of right now as the temperatures are changing and we've had all that moisture.
Yeah, especially because it's not something you typically would be worrying about this time of year.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. All right, today, Moorhead students back in class, but they're at their new $110 million high school. So exciting for them to be in a new facility. But that means everything at the old high school has to go, and they're auctioning it all off. So we're going to list off some items. This is kind of interesting. Some of the stuff you probably don't really need, but it's kind of interesting nonetheless. You could get that right now online on the auction block. You can get bookshelves, maps, lockers, projectors, tables, refrigerators, washing machines, musical instruments. Now this one I think is kind of interesting. Even a hot dog warmer when they serve the hot dogs. So that'd be kind of fun for a man cave or something
Yeah, I
like
think
that.
that would be put to use during football season,
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely. So if you want to check out those items, you can do that online at mc-bid.com. The auction closes next Wednesday at 10 in the morning.
Big story for Carson Wentz.
Yes.
He's going to be starting, once again, it's been a long time, in the NFL once again. So the scoop is, of course, he's with the Rams now. He hasn't started in an NFL game since he was with the Commanders last year.
Yeah, pretty
but
much
the
a year
Rams,
ago.
my team, have already clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah.
So they're giving their Stafford
Rest.
rest.
So,
You don't want him to get hurt. It
No,
doesn't
of
matter.
course not. They're in the playoffs. They got their spot, so they're going to give Wentz a chance. And also for him, this is a big opportunity to show that he still got it. Potentially could be on a team next year. So big for the team and for Wentz. So that's exciting. That's going to be on Sunday. They play the 49ers, one of the best teams in the NFL. So really going to be a tough test for the Rams and Carson.
Hot Mic with Dom Izzo coming up this morning, 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra. Lydia and I were talking almost all morning about all the things going on with NDSU basketball
Yeah,
right
some
now.
drama.
With the men's team and the women's team. But NDSU's leading scorer and only senior was apparently told to stay away from the team. He was not at the game last night. Dom's going to be talking about the fallout and what's next for Bowden Skunberg. So that's a big story. And then, of course, you just mentioned it with the auction going on with Moorhead's new high school. On the flip side, not the old stuff, the new stuff, Dom's going to be talking about the state-of-the-art sports facility inside the new high school.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure it's beautiful and really good. So join Dom from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com. And also, don't forget, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to Inforum.com. Just visit Inforum.com/subscribe to get that deal.
And remember, our next newscast coming up here at 11 this morning, and we have you covered 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow morning from 5 to 7 a.m. for First News.
All right, until then, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.